the question is, should I use Azure Virtual Desktop or Citrix Virtual Desktop? It actually would depend, right? So Azure Virtual Desktop, by its very name, is a virtual desktop, well, it's a desktop as a service managed solely by Microsoft in Microsoft Azure, right? So that means the people that will benefit most from that are people that are already consuming Microsoft Azure. Either you're a customer of Microsoft for your email, SharePoint, and other things. So naturally, it will make sense for you to want to consider adopting Microsoft Azure. So another thing is Microsoft Azure has some, what I would say, uniqueness to it. So currently, Microsoft AVD is a short form, is the only way you can actually use what they call multi-session Windows 10 or Windows 11. Traditionally, you can only do multi-session on a Windows server elsewhere. But in Microsoft Azure, you could do multi-session on Windows 11. So if you want to allow more than two or more people to log into a Windows 11 desktop, you can only do so today in Microsoft Azure. So that's some of the benefits of it, but it's completely Azure-centric. And also, you have to understand how to navigate Azure. Conversely, though, the benefit of Citrix Virtual Desktop is it works everywhere. It works in Microsoft Azure. It will work in your server room, your private data center. So it doesn't have that limitation of Azure only. It can work anywhere, right? So those are the main differences. You also have to assess the cost, right? So there are varying cost imperatives that you have to kind of look into. So whereas with Azure Virtual Desktop, there are options called pay-as-you-go. They're what are called reserved instance. I don't want to get into the weeds, but you have to kind of measure those in relation to how Citrix is sold. Citrix licensing, I think you have to buy annually. So there's no pay-as-you-go option, as far as I can tell, with Citrix software, but it does work everywhere. There are other reasons, though, where a company may choose to not want to go to Azure, even though they love to go there. So if you have a large data set, let's assume 10 terabyte of data, for example, and you've already expended the cost of that database or systems in your own network, and you look at the cost of migrating all that data to Azure, it may be cost prohibitive. Even though the virtual desktops themselves in Azure may be more cost effective for you, the limitation of the high cost of the data set may make you want to stay on-premise for a little while, and Citrix will actually foot the bill in that regard. So there are pros and cons to both.